हेलो फ्रेंड्स। तो आज का टॉपिक है कि मेरा वर्ल्ड 11 क्या होगा। वर्ल्ड 11 बनाने का शौक हम लोग सबको रहता है। जो भी क्रिकेट में इंटरेस्ट रखता है वो अपना वर्ल्ड 11 बनाता है। तो सबसे पहले डिस्कस करते हैं कि ये वर्ल्ड 11 बनाने का क्राइटेरिया क्या है। देखिए, हम चाहते हैं कि मेरे वर्ल्ड 11 में वो लोग हों जिनको हमने या तो टीवी पे खेलते हुए देखा है या लाइव देखा है या एटलीस्ट दे वर प्लेइंग जब से हमने क्रिकेट फॉलो करना शुरू किया है, विच वाज फ्रॉम 1982। सो और ये वर्ल्ड 11 जो है वो टेस्ट क्रिकेट का वर्ल्ड 11 होगा। तो 1982 ऑनवर्ड्स से अब तक 38 इयर्स हो गया है। तो इस दौरान बहुत सारे ग्रेट प्लेयर्स हुए। तो सबसे पहले मेरे वर्ल्ड 11 मेरे टेस्ट मैच वर्ल्ड 11 के ओपनर्स कौन होंगे। तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि इस दौरान में जो ग्रेट ओपनर्स हुए वो कौन थे, किनको कंसिडर किया जाएगा ओपनिंग स्लॉट के लिए। सो सम ऑफ द ग्रेट ओपनर्स इन माय ओपिनियन इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट in this duration, remember 1982 onwards, have been obviously Sunil Gavaskar, Geoffrey Boycott, Graham Smith, South Africa, then Alistair Cook, Gordon Greenidge, Desmond Haynes, Virendra Sehwag, और भी हुए होंगे कुछ, but these are the main ones. I I want to go with, or I would go with Sunil Gavaskar and Virendra Sehwag, both Indians, and I'll tell you why. देखिए, गवास्कर जैसा वाटर टाइट टेक्निक और टेम्परामेंट और कंसंट्रेशन has been quite rare, or he has scored runs all across the world against all kinds of bowling. 1300s against West Indies, जब वेस्ट इंडीज अपने पीक पे था, और done all this without helmet. He actually carried the Indian batting for a long time. So I don't think there'll be too many disputes here, or boycott too selfish. Cook का average about 45 है, Greenwich 45 average है. I would go with Gavaskar. Then Sehwag. तो इस पे शायद कुछ लोग थोड़ा डिस्प्यूट कर सकते हैं, वाई सहवाग। देखिए, सहवाग जो है वो इसने ओपनिंग बैटिंग को, टेस्ट क्रिकेट में ओपनिंग बैटिंग को रीडिफाइन कर दिया। मतलब 150 ईयर्स हिस्ट्री जो है टेस्ट क्रिकेट की, उसमें ऐसा ओपनर कभी नहीं हुआ है जिसका कि स्ट्राइक रेट जो है वो 90 प्लस है और बैटिंग एवरेज भी 50 है ऑलमोस्ट, और उसने ऑलमोस्ट 9,000 रन भी बनाए हुए हैं। एंड in these 9,000 runs, he has scored two triple hundreds, many scores of 250 plus. So um, people said that ये तो नहीं चलेगा टेस्ट में, ये तो बहुत ही अटैकिंग बैट्समैन है, बहुत ज़्यादा शॉट्स खेलता है, बट he defied all the norms, and he is like, so for me, opening with Sehwag and Gavaskar, one who provides solidity. He will, play very cautiously from one end, and Sehwag will just, go for the bowling. So I don't think there can be a better combination than this. Okay, ये हो गए हमारे openers, Gavaskar and Sehwag. Coming to the middle order. So we have a galaxy of stars in the middle order. Um Lara, West Indies, Yunus Khan, Pakistan, um Zahir Abbas, Javed Miandad, Rahul Dravid, one of my favorites, Ricky Ponting, Mahila Jayawardene, Kumara Sangakkara, Alan Border, Sachin Tendulkar, Greg Chappell, Australia, Steve Smith, and Virat Kohli. Uh, they still in the middle of their career, so they may end up as one of the greatest of all times. But अभी तो इनका career चल रहा है. Jack Callis, perhaps, after, if you look at the stats, perhaps the greatest cricketer of all times. Steve Waugh, again, one of my favorites. Shiv Narayan Chandrapal, 51 average है, or more than 100 test matches. And, the great Viv Richards. So, number 3, 4, 5 बैटिंग स्लॉट्स अभी डिसाइड होगा मेरे वर्ल्ड 11 में. नंबर 3 पर आई वांट टू गो विथ एंड आई वुड गो विथ ब्रायन लारा. ये सारे लोग जितने नाम हमने लिए अभी, एवरीवन हैज 8,000 प्लस रन्स, some even 11-12,000 runs, and batting average 50 plus, most of them. Centuries, 30, 25 plus, 30 plus. So statistically, so very difficult to choose, between them. They are all right up there. But I'll go with Lara because अगर आप top ballers of the era देखें, तो most of them will say the most difficult batsmen they played against, or the best batsmen they rate would be Lara and Tendulkar. So that is why I would go with Lara at number 3 and Tendulkar at number 4. And I think there won't be too many people disputing that. Number 5, I would go with Viv Richards. I have personally Viv Richards से बड़ा बैट्समैन हमने आज तक नहीं देखा. And that includes Tendulkar, that includes Lara, that includes everyone जिनका नाम हमने अभी लिया. Viv was like, he was the king, and he used to murder medium pace. And Lily, Thompson, Imran, all the great fast ballers जो उसके टाइम में थे, वो फ्रंट फुट में उनको हुक करता था और पुल करता था, और साथ में स्लेज भी करता था. Never wore a helmet. So there's I cannot imagine a greater batsman than Viv Richards. So he has to be in my world 11. So openers Gavaskar and Sehwag, followed by Lara, Tendulkar, and Viv Richards. What a lineup. Okay, ये हो गई बैटिंग. अब आते हैं विकेट कीपर्स. Now, who are the great wicket keepers of this era? Adam Gilchrist, Australia, not just a great wicket keeper but a great batsman as well. Mark Boucher, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Rodney Marsh, Syed Mushtaba Hussain Kirmani, Wasim Bari, और भी कुछ होंगे एक दो. I would go with Adam Gilchrist because not only a very good keeper but a great batsman as well, and a left-hander, which gives some more variety because I have Lara and now I have Gilchrist, two left-handers in the team. तो ये left-right combination भी बन रहा है, और Gilchrist will just blast the bowling. Great keeping. There may be better keepers than him, like Wasim Bari or Kirmani, but nothing like Gilchrist. Dhoni can also be considered, but then Gilchrist was a far better batsman, so I will go with Gilchrist. हमारी टीम में ऑलराउंडर कौन होगा? I want to go with, as I said, I want to go with 4 fast bowlers and a spinner. तो ये 4 fast bowlers कौन होंगे? And I want some of them to be a all-rounders kind of things as well. So at number 7, the people who I can consider are Imran Khan, Richard Hadlee, Ian Botham, Kapil Dev, Wasim Waqar, a lot of other bowlers, right? So number 7 pe I will go with Imran Khan because Imran, a great fast bowler, a hostile, quick in his pomp. He was one of the top 3 fast bowlers in the world, and then a very, very reliable batsman as well, who can play fast, who can defend, a very solid technique. So number 7, Imran Khan. Number 8, I want another fast bowler here. Number 8 pe. So we have We are spoiled for choice, like as I said, Glenn McGrath, Richard Hadlee, Imran, Ian Botham, Kapil Dev, Dale Steyn, Sean Pollock, Malcolm Marshall, Alan Donald, Curtly Ambrose, Dennis Lilly, Courtney Walsh, Michael Holding, James Anderson, Chris Stuart Broad. There are so many. I want to go with, at number 8, I'll go with Richard Hadlee, because Hadlee, again, a very good, excellent bowler who can, with that optimized run up, and like Glenn McGrath, will pitch every ball at the right spot, have the right in swing and out swing, and a lethal bowler. And if the conditions suit him, like a little bit of swing and seam, then he will just run through the side. Plus, a very good batsman as well. So I will go with Hadley at number 8. Number 9, spinner. So who have been the great spinners of this period? Shane Warne, obviously one of the greats. Muthaiya Muralidharan, 800 wickets, most wickets in the history of the game. Anil Kumble, 619 wickets. Harbhajan Singh, 400 plus wickets. Daniel Vittori, I think 400. Again, 400 plus or just below 400. Nathan Lyon, now 390 wickets. So और भी एक दो होंगे जो कि शायद हम मिस कर रहे हैं, बट आई थिंक दीज आर द ग्रेट स्पिनर्स ऑफ माय एरा. तो नंबर 9 पे आई विल गो विद शेन वॉर्न. Muralidharan can be an option also. So basically I'll say this कि अगर पिच में थोड़ा स्पिन है, or pitch is going to be take some spin on the fourth and fifth day, then I'll go with two spinners, or the captain will go with two spinners, and the two spinners will be Shane Warne and Muralidharan. But अगर एक स्पिनर के साथ जाना है और चार फास्ट बॉलर के साथ जाना है, तो आई विल गो विथ शेन वॉर्न, जस्ट बिकॉज वो लेग स्पिन जो है ना, वो दैट इज आई थिंक more uncomfortable for batsmen than off spin. Murali, obviously, Murali had that, the dusra and all that as well. But Vaughan has that X factor for me, which I'll pick him. Now, number 10 pe, I want another fast bowler. And as I, all the names which I gave, all the, greats of the game, I will go with Wasim Akram. Number 1, he's a left-handed fast bowler. That gives me variety. Number 2, Wasim Akram jaisa bowler, I think the kind of variety, and I haven't seen a bowler like him who can literally make the ball talk. Or Akram ka, from that deceptive run up, in swinger, out swinger, Yorker, bouncer, it was so difficult to play him, man. And even on pitches which would not help, he will then bring out the reverse swing. So it's Wasim Akram. Number 11, another pace bowler, another fast bowler. और वेस्ट इंडीज का तो पूरा गैलेक्सी ऑफ fast men, of those, all the great fast bowlers, um, Holding, Roberts, Garner, Marshall, and then others like Donald, मतलब दूसरी countries के Donald, Sean Pollock, Courtney Walsh, Curtly Ambrose, जेम्स एंडरसन, जितने हैं उसमें नंबर 11 पे आई गो विथ मैल्कम मार्शल. बिकॉज मार्शल का पेस, एंड ही वाज अ वेरी cerebral fast bowler, not like some of the other West Indian pace bowlers who had raw pace. Marshall had swing as well, and Marshall uh, was a very intelligent bowler. Or Marshall you know, he used to run through sides and all that. So I, I think of all the great West Indians, I would rate Marshall as number one. Holding is also one of my favorites. But then Holding has played only 60 test matches and now has got about, I think, 240 wickets or something. Whereas Marshall, for me, has got more than 300, and Marshall is the man for me. um, तो जो मेरा 11 है, मेरा ऑल टाइम वर्ल्ड 11, and remember, this is post 1982. Openers Gavaskar and Sehwag. Um, then middle order Lara, Tendulkar, Viv Richards. Wicketkeeper Adam Gilchrist. Then Imran, Richard Hadlee, Shane Warne, Wasim Akram, and Malcolm Marshall. 12th man can be Murali. Murali 12th man. लेकिन अगर पिच में spin है तो Murali will be in the 11 and maybe somebody else will be 12th man, maybe Marshall or somebody. Now this is the team, but who will be the captain of this team? That's the $1 million question. Now, for me, I have not seen a better leader of men than Imran Khan. In this period, we have seen great captains like Clive Lloyd, Steve Waugh, then Mahendra Singh Dhoni, yes, um, Anil Kumble, so many other ones. But इनके पास जैसे लॉयड्स एंड और Ponting or Steve Waugh के पास team, they had a very very good team. But Imran didn't have it. He had only, 2 or 3 world class players in his team like Miandad, Wasim Akram, he himself, and then maybe one other, but not too many. But he made them perform way above their ability just by the sheer force of his, you know, by he used to lead by example, and he was just a great leader. So for me, the captain of this team is Imran Khan, and I think this team is like can go up against any team of any era and can be a world-beating team. And we are very sorry to leave off so many greats जिनका हमने नाम लिया, बट क्या करें, सिर्फ 11 ही चूज करना था. 11 आपका वर्ल्ड 11 क्या होगा, आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखिएगा. ओके देन.